So let's start from yourself, Verbz. Tell people who you are, where you're from, and why you're here.
Yeah, man, so I'm Verbz MC from Bristol. Come up here to the 521 studios to see Blade. Been a fan since day dot, really. He's a legend in the game. Doing stuff with DJ K-Saulz. Got an EP coming out in a couple of months called Symbiosis. Big up all the Bristol heads, especially Caravan Collective, Lyric Lounge, the District, putting on the open mics. It's a great platform for everyone just to get involved. And yeah, man, the scene in Bristol is popping off. So yeah, man, it's dope.
Yeah, I've seen there's a lot of events going on constantly and everyone is getting involved, right?
100%, man. Yeah, there seems to be like a resurgence of hip hop and the grassroots level. So yeah, really good to see all the MCs and DJs and artists in general coming through, man. It's sick.
What about yourself, Jay?
Yeah, Jay Dart, I'm from Bristol as well. Yeah, man, I've been on it since like, I don't know, like early 2000s, like writing, rapping, doing open mics, just different things and different pieces, man. So yeah, just a pleasure to be here, bro.
How long have you been rhyming and stuff?
It's got to be 20 years, brother, yeah. It's got to be like 03, 04, around that kind of time. So yeah, 20 plus years, man. Shows my age now, doesn't it? Like, braids in the beard and all that, you know what I mean? Season fat, bro, yeah.
Let me just get another introduction out of the way with Mr. Shorty himself.
How you doing, mate? Not Shorty Blitz,
not Shorty
by the way.
Blitz, not DJ Shorty, just Shorty.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm K-Saulz. I'm from Surrey in down south, but I'm living in Wales now, just South Wales. And yeah, this is my second time, unfortunately, coming to see Blade. And yeah, no, it's always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure.
Obviously, when you were here the last time, it's the first time that we'd met in person.
I'm much taller in person, aren't I?
No, but look, just the banter, the fact that you don't take things that seriously. You take your career serious. That you know you're prepared to travel all over the place to do what you need to do. And
it's got to be done, mate. It's got to be done.
But you don't take yourself serious. You do have a banter. You do have a laugh about things, which I think is the kind of personality that needs to happen in the scene for things to kind of
Thank
progress.
you, brother.
So,
yeah. Got to be. Can't be taking life too serious. Yeah, we had to deal with, you know, couldn't get the cookie jars and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? We had problems, man.
What's the situation with yourself, Jay Dart? You know, you've been in the scene for a long time.
Yeah.
What kind of changes have you seen over the years, and how has it kind of evolved or not evolved?
That's a good question, man. I think a lot stayed the same, but a lot's changed. That's kind of a weird answer, but I will say it's a little bit clicky. Like I know we chatted like off camera before. Like there's cliques everywhere. Like people kind of congregate together in their own little groups, in their own little bits and pieces. That's calm. It's all good. Like I'm not knocking it. I think as a conscious artist myself, I don't want to get like too deep in here, but as a conscious artist, I feel like it could be like a personality thing. I'm not maybe the most like, I don't know, like friend. I'm not an unfriendly guy, but like sometimes I feel a little bit outside of the scene, kind of like on myself. But I still feel like very accepted. I'm not saying I don't feel accepted, but when I go to the nights, I feel like very accepted, very welcomed. But yeah, I think the scene is still quite clicky, but it is thriving. Like there's more youngers coming through. Like there's different people, different kind of vibes coming through, and like it's fully represented. Like I feel like it's blossoming right now, man.
100%,
I really do feel like it's blossoming, and the scene's picking up, man. Which can only be a positive thing. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Is that adding anything to your value?
Do you know what? I feel like I learn a lot from them. I feel like they learn from me. I learn from them, and it's a kind of mutual respect there. Like I can walk in there and like I'll chat to people. If I'm on the right vibe, I'll chat to people. Like I'll go up to people and be like, yeah, I'm Jay Dart, blah blah blah. Like this is what I do, kind of thing. If I resonate with someone, if they resonate with me, there's that shared connection. And that's the thing with the hip hop culture, man. It connects everyone, regardless of age, regardless of color, ethnicity, all that shit. It's like it is a unifying culture. And I think to go deep again a little bit is like why they try to promote certain types of music and in the media and that kind of thing. So not to get too political, but that would be I definitely say that because that's the way it is, bro. Well, that's how I see it.
Do you think the youngers see that?
I think a small proportion of them do, but I think overall, nah, they don't really see it, man. They don't really see that fact, and I feel like it is a fact. I feel like certain man and certain people are just like they'll gravitate towards a certain hype just because it's there and just because they wanna try and be part of something that they're not really part of.
So K-Saulz, last time you came here, we done the one take and everything on the 521 live, but we didn't actually get to speak because we weren't doing these interviews and stuff, and this is a new thing that we're doing. So we want to get the world to know a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm sort of been MCing for probably about the same time as what Jay said, man, over 20 years. Drum and bass, I first started out, and then I moved on to hip hop, and then production-wise, started to get into production, then left the production, focused on the writing, and now recently I'm starting to get back into production as well, man. So yeah, it's exciting times, man. It's like I've been trying to hone my craft as a writer, and now I'm trying to sort of get back to something I enjoyed doing, which was the production, man. But I just let it go because, yeah, I just wanted to focus on one thing rather than trying to spread myself too thinly, man.
Why did you leave Surrey to go over to Wales?
Mate, it was to do with money and buying a house, man. Like, I was totally priced out. I wouldn't even get a fucking cupboard, like, for the amount of money.
I mean, bro, let's be real. You could live in a shoebox.
True. But it's a giant shoebox, mate. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's been converted and everything for my needs because it was obviously a bit too big of a house for me. But yeah, man. So the journey's been mad. Obviously, I'm here now, sort of thing. So yeah, and obviously going to Bristol and meeting these guys and stuff for the open mics. Because Cardiff, man, there's not much of a scene, unfortunately. As Jay Dart was saying as well, it's a bit cliquey in Cardiff, and people kind of looking out for themselves, and not much of a scene, so to speak. So we were, as Bar Picasso, we were trying to build that up and stuff, trying to get people involved, and then yeah, and I travel to Bristol now, man. The scene over there is, you know, that's where I get my hits now. So I met this guy, and Jay Dart as well. So
from my perspective, from where I'm standing and from where I've been and seen how the scene has kind of evolved, grown, and everything, it's kind of sad to hear that.
Like, look what Wishmaster and does over in Bristol and stuff. Like, they get bookings for big shows, and people want to come to Bristol, where Cardiff had that before, but you're not getting all your you know, top tier MCs coming to perform in Cardiff and stuff, man. Not as consistently as they do in Bristol or London, do you know? And it's a shame. It's like, it's a big city. It's you know, Wales is known for music and stuff. It's just mad that there's just that little bit of a thing when it comes to hip hop.
Is it a case of you guys are waiting for the bigger guys to come through so that you can get the support slots rather than creating your own? Like,
well, no, we were trying to create our own, man. I think that there's a gap there for it, man. There was a gap there for it. So what
stopped you doing it?
Just the money and there's politics as well, unfortunately.
And you can't get art council help?
I haven't looked into that, to be honest.
You should.
Yeah.
Because the opportunities are there.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's really going to take people that are within the scene to create something in their own areas.
The gap is there, man.
And definitely. I said it to you 2-3 years ago when we were speaking on the phone.
Yeah.
If you could be a promoter in your neck of the woods, we could get the artists to come down, and that's another town now covered.
Yeah.
And if we did this like all over the country, all of a sudden we've got like loads of promoters everywhere, events are going on, and now artists can go and do 20-day tours every month instead of like, I got a tour. How many shows? One.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
Yeah, man. So a bit like these guys, I started like 20 years ago rapping. I was part of a crew. There's 3 of us, basically me, DJ that I work with now, DJ 5 We've been like best mates sort of since then. There was another guy who was a freestyler. I was always doing written bars. He was a freestyler called Jordan. Sadly, he took his own life. But no, he was part of the crew. So I was with a crew. We were called Liquid Chainsaw. There was me. I was Verbalist. That's where the name Verbz MC came from.
Okay.
And there's my DJ that I work with now, DJ 5 and then this other guy, Jordan, who sadly took his life back in like 2002, 2003. And out of respect, we were doing a few shows and stuff before. I went away on like a holiday, a gap year, heard about what happened to him, and out of respect, we stopped doing anything for quite a few years. And then like 2010, I started to get back into it again, but it never really gained a lot of traction. And literally only the last couple of years, man, I've been sort of back on it, writing bars again, and working again with DJ 5 And yeah, we've got an EP coming out real soon. So yeah, it's called Symbiosis. So it's going to be on all the major platforms. So hopefully people check it out, they vibe with it. Yeah, man. It's kind of we've been doing stuff for so long. It's kind of accumulation of years of work, man. So it's really important.
But where's the accumulation of fans to support that work?
Well, hopefully when the EP comes out, you know, people will download the tracks and stuff, and you know, name will get out. But yeah, I've been going to all the open mics and stuff, as I say, like Lyric Lounge, Caravan Collective, we're putting on the District in Bristol, trying to get myself known, and that's all you can do, man, isn't it? You know, and networking. You know, I met K-Saulz from one of the open mics. Once I finished our project, our EP, then we're going to do a project together.
Yeah. Mic Travellers.
Mic Travellers, yeah. So yeah, man, got some things on the horizon. Got another track with Billy Wiz that I'm doing. We're going to release that as a single. It's called Dragon Stout. Been sick working with Billy as well. Amazing opportunity. So yeah, man, and hopefully get J Dart on some as well. So yeah, man, just trying to do as much as I can. Get busy and. You know, just keep writing, keep practicing, keep spitting, basically.
Cardiff, Wales, all of that. And then you got Bristol. It's quite close. So what's the connection like between the two?
Mate, I think there's a chance there to...
But if there isn't enough for, say, for example, people in Bristol to eat, or mentally they think there's not enough, how are they accepting you guys coming over from Cardiff and basically...
Oh, it's been fine, man. It's been fine, yeah. Because people appreciate making the effort to go down, do you know what I mean?
But you're going as fans, and then...
I'm going to support, but as well, obviously get involved on the open mics and whatever as well. But I also go to support, you know, the other artists and stuff as well, man, yeah.
In Bristol, there's not too much of a clickiness in the hip-hop scene. It's like literally everyone's supporting everyone, which is how it should be.
I've never sensed any...
No. You know, it's always a good vibe, and then that obviously helps them people bring out their best, and then they'll network like we did and stuff, and then, you know, I mean, they'll tell their mates, and then more people will come, and it's... Yeah, man, it's just popping off. And it's just a wicked vibe.
Okay.
I haven't spent time in Cardiff and stuff, so I couldn't really talk about that. But Bristol hip hop scene is amazing, man. It's just getting stronger and stronger. So hopefully we get, you know, more support, more people coming through, and you know what I mean.
There are certain places that I've been to over the years where it almost feels like a fishbowl mentality. They're happy in their own environment doing what they're doing, but the artists don't really expand further than their own neighborhoods on most occasions.
Yeah.
So you got, like, say, big promoters that will go, right, Bristol, we got, I don't know, Conway the Machine, so let's get a couple of Bristol acts. But they don't kind of take the Bristol acts to the London shows and so on. How do you think that affects the scene?
I think if you're in that city, I think it makes sense to try to help promote whatever artists are within that city that you're performing at, man. Give them a chance and then move on to the next city, I think. It's the fairest way of doing it, I think.
I think it's got to be consistency as well. Like I'll speak for myself. Like you have to be visible in this day and age, don't you? Like social media. Like, as much as we hate it, or as much as we don't want to acknowledge it, whatever. Like it's a part of the game, isn't it? We've got to be on like Facebook. We've got to be on whatever platform. We've got to be seen rapping, or we've got to be seen performing, or we've got to be seen speaking certain things that we're known for. Do you see what I mean? So if we're doing that consistently. Like I can only speak for myself. Like I drop a track and then I'm silent for a few months. I'm doing things in the background, but I think the consistency aspect is so important because people have to see
just
you
being visible all the time.
Visibility is so important, man.
Constantly pushing, isn't it? Just trying to get your name out.
People's attention spans, man. They'll forget.
You've got to be. It's
like even promoting. Sorry to interrupt, mate. But even promoting stuff like weeks before. Sometimes in this day and age now, by the time it comes to the release of an album or a project, people have really fucking forgotten about it. Do you know what I mean? They're bored of seeing the same or not even the same adverts, but just the same, you know, vibe of trailers. They're not going to fucking pay. Like, you know, I've started to promote stuff like a week or two before now, when I used to promote a month before, maybe 6 weeks before, like dropping little hints and stuff. I just like think now, even a week before sometimes, I'll just drop a few trailers and then drop the thing and then do more post promotion, I think, is where you want to be. All your little videos, a music video, maybe like a performance video,
different
just
things,
all these little
angles.
bits after the drop.
Yeah.
When people are already a little bit more thing about it, and then they're more interested in seeing the video rather than, you know what I mean? So that's what I've found in this day and age, man. You've got to keep people's attention, like quick.
What have you got planned for the near future?
So like I say, our EP Symbiosis, that's coming out in a couple of months. Going to do some live shows there.
Are the shows already booked?
Not quite yet, no.
Okay.
Been talking to some promoters and stuff. We just got to finish the actual EP, get it mastered and stuff. And then, yeah, man, just going to be getting the word out and be a good time to do it in summer in Bristol. It's a beautiful place.
I'm in a similar boat as well, man, because I've got to put a project out. Like I've been putting like singles out and like just videos and that, like not really had a master plan behind it. Do you know what I mean? So I've got like tracks ready to go. So I'm going to put them into a project. Similar sort of time, like May sort of time, end of April, May sort of time. Drop that project, but fully promote it, put some money into it, get some acts. I mean, I know a lot of acts in Bristol that I believe, you know, being a bit humble, but I believe will support me now. Like I've got people that will come through that will play, and I think we can make a vibe of it. Do you know what I mean? I think we can do that. And then after that, it's just being consistent. It's just dropping the next track, having a process for that, having a promotion process, having a a team to get it out there to its fullest potential, man. That's what I would say. It's been a long time coming, man. So.
Do you think your kind of silence for a while kind of staggered and slowed down the whole process, and it's made it more difficult for you now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like you try to be consistent with your process, and you try to, be visible as best you can and put yourself out there. It's bars, vids, or whatever you're doing, or you're at an event, you're supporting an event, you're visibly at an event. People can see that. You've got to have eyes on what you're doing, innit? You've got to have eyes on what you're doing. I do feel like it's slowly beginning to, even without me putting stuff out at the moment, as I say, it's still small. It's not no great big platform at the moment, but the potential I feel is finally there. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a little platform being built that people will have a look at when I...
Like say I could like your post for a month, and then all of a sudden I can't see your posts.
Yeah.
And you're there thinking, Blade, wanker, don't support me no more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
that
happens,
easily.
man.
It's
Yeah.
that easily done.
That's why you have to keep doing it live, isn't it?
Also, when you do it constantly, some of the people that are genuine followers that will support you under any circumstance kind of get bored.
But I think you've got to switch it up. Like you've got to I'm quite serious in it. But say if I do like a funny video, hang on, what's he doing? Like he's dancing about or whatever.
Like,
but
yeah.
if you do something different, or you might, I do a lot of freestyle videos, or I do a lot of like walking and rapping. But if I do like a talk on something, or if I do like get some guys involved and we'll have like like a podcast or something, like there's other things that seemingly obvious, but you've got to bring other things in, man. And that's where I've been, like admittedly, I've been lacking in that.
What about yourself, K-Saulz?
I've got an EP coming with a guy on Bar Picasso called Rafe Stormwalker. It's halfway finished. I'm doing the mixing and I'm getting somebody else to do the mastering on it. And I've got some music coming with this young man, Mike Travellers.
Yeah, man.
Got a few singles, so we're going to start promoting that.
It's going to be up my DJ 5 Stars I've been working with. He's now doing, but obviously Cam does his own production and beats as well. So like we'll put it all together and get some other MCs jumping on, like Johnny, I've said, and Milo's today,
And a bunch of features as well. Some pretty sick. I've got some sick stuff coming out with a guy called Scrolls the Mystic, E02. So it's exciting stuff. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I've got an EP with World of Ghosts as well, which is I'm just waiting for them lads to finish the mixing and mastering. Again, that's got Seek the Northerner on it and E02. Seek the Northerner, Seek, and it's also got Scrolls the Mystic on it.
We did a track as well, didn't we? Yeah.
It's got this dude in it as well.
Done a 16.
So yeah, man, got loads of little bits flying around. So and then getting obviously more into the production side of it. So yeah, that's that part of it as well, man. Get some beats out there and stuff. See if I can work with some other artists. It's just mad hearing somebody else jumping in your own beat. It's because I find it more difficult writing to my own beats because by the time it comes to me writing, like I'm sick of the beat because I've listened to it and done fucking bits to it. I'm just like I'm not feeling this because like when you write a track, it's that initial when you hear that beat for the first time.
Yeah, you're like, oh
man, that excitement of sitting down and writing to it and stuff. You don't get that once it comes to your own beats. Do you know what I mean? Not by the time it comes to writing to it.
True that, man. Yeah.
Any final words, guys?
Yeah, well, thanks for having us, and hopefully some more people I can bring down for you as well as it's good.
So yeah, man, we're gonna keep pushing that, and
We'll be back.
Everyone's got mad love for the channel and yourself, man. So.
Yeah, man, keep doing it, man. Don't be swayed by the fucking landscape that we have to fucking manoeuvre on. Do you know what I mean? It's hard work, but
yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, peace out, man. Peace out, people.
Yeah.